So we know that in the area of digital tech, it affects so many of our life spheres, in fact, all of them, in my opinion. And we need to have the knowledge, the skills, and the attitudes to succeed and be successful in our personal lives, in our lives as employees, consumers. You know, we talked about e-retail, e-commerce, buying, selling, um, all sorts of things, making bookings, flights, travel, restaurant reservations, and just overall being a productive, a good digital citizen. So there are some steps I can suggest to improving your digital competence that weren't covered in the module. I think this is a little bit of an extension, but it's also a really great tie-in. So, of course, learning how to access, evaluate, and store information, that's really considered the first step in becoming digitally competent is, how do you do those searches? How do you find what it is that you're looking for? Different ways that you can access information. Having the ability to evaluate what you're seeing or what you're reading or what you're hearing, thinking critically about it is what I'd like to add. And then to figure out ways that you can store the information that you require. So, are you able to retrieve information and save it for the purpose of your use? A second step to improving your digital competence is in the area of just improving your communications and knowing how to interact in various digital platforms across various digital networks. So, we may have our work email system, we may have a work instant message system. We, of course, have personal ways that we connect with one another, instant messaging, texting. Social media platforms, whether we're communicating with images, Instagram, Snapchat, videos, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. They're countless, and you'll see more of those explained in the modules as you go. But being able to communicate effectively across a variety of digital platforms or networks. A third step is to be able to create and share. So there's the aspect of being a consumer of technology, and then there's being a producer of technology, and that's where you begin to create and share your own content and embrace the ability of being able to share digital content with others. And so being able to do that well, giving credit to the sources, knowing what is appropriate and what isn't in various contexts, thinking about your credibility and your reputation, managing all of that effectively is a third step to being a more digitally competent individual. Practice is step 4, as you see it there as we move down the continuum, practicing all of these skills in the context of being safe and assuring your privacy and the protection of your personal information, the security of your devices. So very important in this day and age that, while it's great to be out there and learning and sharing and doing, you also need to be very aware of the aspect of safety and privacy. Next up, we have getting good at technical problem solving. We all will encounter things while we're using technology that we haven't seen before, glitches, errors. Just we do need to troubleshoot and to not be afraid of that. I know for some time I'd get calls from my parents about, okay, this has gone on my computer, or what does this mean? And you're happy to help, of course, and we all do it, but there is a place for us to get good at troubleshooting on our own. And also, there is a place when you need to ask for help. But I would just encourage you to not be afraid to, search what it is that you're encountering that's the problem. There are a lot of great websites, tips, chat feeds that you can look at, YouTube videos that will actually walk you through step by step as to how to resolve certain things. And then knowing that, okay, I've looked at everything I possibly can, I've tried to solve this, but I'm still stuck, and so knowing when to reach out. Being able to solve some of this on your own is part of being more digitally competent. And last, I have here making digital learning a lifelong endeavor. It's evident that there's no change to the rate of advancement in technology, and so we need to be really good at adapting, changing, and being willing to learn. So 6 steps to improving your digital competence.